This is the Nerdy Old Men Podcast, recognized by City View Magazine as best of the best in podcasts. And here are your hosts, the old bald man Chad and Redneck Wes. Good morning, Wes.
Hey.
And believe it or not, all of the stuff was working, or at least God, I hope it is. I checked everything, and before Wes just got here because of traffic and stuff, and I went ahead and set it up and hit play or hit stream
to do the thing,
and so I checked the audio with our extra music. Hey. Did I actually catch you guys live? Yes, sir. Death Angel Shadow.
Hey,
you did catch us live, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot to make a post on Instagram, and I don't know if you put anything up on Facebook.
Yeah,
I had to pivot last night.
I did. Yeah. But here we are, and yes, we are live, and we have a bunch of people. Wow. For a Friday morning, that's good. We got a bunch of people watching, so hey, chime in. Any folks out there that are listening?
Let us know what's going on.
Yeah, we'd like to know where you're at and who you are, and join in the conversation with us. So we're happy, man.
Yes.
Wes, holy crap, what's going on?
Oh gosh, it has been a lot here the last little bit. Just there's some stuff going on at work, and then it's been fun because we got. Kaylee got into archery with 4-H, and so went out to what is it, Sportsman's Edge down here in
just down the street from me. Yeah.
And really nice people down there, and they were helping her out. So got her some arrows, and she's been. So there was a delay on school because of weather. Mm-hmm. They thought it was going to be some snow, so they got a 2-hour delay.
It was a little icky north of Knoxville.
Yes, and then Jellicoe being up on the mountain really kind of
that always affects it
because it being a county school. It
always
messes with things. So they got a 2-hour delay out of it. So this morning, Kaylee was we went to Walmart last night, and I hate going to Walmart, but I found her some foam targets that were like $10 because they were on clearance. So we got a couple of them. So this morning she was out.
Was there killing going on?
She was out. She's in her full Katniss regalia.
Heck yeah.
Her jacket and her boots. And she was out there practicing shooting at targets this morning. So she's really getting into archery. But she had a real D&D moment today. This was funny because this morning she took her targets and set them out, and she's shooting at about, I think it's about 30 feet is what she's shooting at. And
is that the standard for them?
I think that's what they've been
that's cool.
doing at 4-H. So we'd marked it off, and she was shooting, and I had some paper targets, and we'd put some foam up, and I just had a piece of plywood laying around, so I had it set up so that she could have something to put her targets on. Mm-hmm. And so she took the two foam blocks and stacked them on top of one another, so she had a target on top and target on the bottom. Well, she shoots at the top one.
Two to the body, one to the head. She that fast?
Not yet. Okay. We're getting there.
All right.
She's only had 5 practices, so we're getting there.
We're getting there.
She's not Legolas yet.
That would be badass.
Yeah. Double taps in her mask. But so she's got the two targets set up.
Yeah.
And she shoots at the top one, and she shot high.
Yeah.
Because she's still learning.
Yeah.
Well, it hit the top of the plastic, jumps.
Oh, no.
Jumps the plywood.
Right.
Travels like 30 yards into the neighbor's yard over their fence. Oh. So when Brian gets home, I got to retrieve some arrows.
She rolled a 1.
But it was because I'm like, how did you do that?
She rolled a 1.
She rolled a 1 in her life. So it can happen.
That's
but
awesome.
it was just so funny because I'm like, that's 30, 40 yards away, and it ricocheted just right, and
I bet she was like, got her eyes real big.
She goes, yeah, I got an arrow in the neighbor's yard.
Hey, I get well, sometimes there's baseballs in the neighbor's yard until we put the batting cage out there.
Put the cage out there.
And Brady honed in his pitching. So now it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, but it's funny.
But
you always wonder because we've played D&D for years, and you're like, how would you?
What is a real? What is a real?
That
one?
was a real one. At least
awesome.
it wasn't. You're like, but she, she. Her bow, it comes apart and everything. She put it together herself, and was awesome. Just out there. And it's drizzling a little light rain, and she's
that's when you tell somebody, is enjoying what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because I got a picture of Brady last winter, and it's snowing.
Is that when he was in the batting cage?
No, we didn't have the cage at the time, but it's snowing, and he's got a backstop for hitting into.
Okay, maybe that's what it was.
And it's sitting under or right at the edge of the back porch covering, and there's snow on the other side of it, and he's hitting off the tee.
Yeah.
And it's like 20 degrees outside. So that tells you.
That's something that
He goes into the cage when it's raining. He doesn't care.
Well, I mean, she was out there and it was sprinkling rain, and she's just having a ball.
Oh yeah, that's a.
So I'm really hoping that it's something that she's found. But she's super excited because tomorrow we're doing the our costume group is doing the parade in Carnes.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to be pulling the Ninja Turtle van.
Okay.
Our buddy Josh Hooten over at Tennessee Turtles has let us borrow the van, so we're going to pull that in the parade.
Pull it?
Yeah, I'm going to use my truck.
So you're not actually driving it?
Yeah, I don't think it runs at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I think there's an issue, but he's like,
gotcha.
you can pull it if you want. So we're like, okay, we'll pull it.
I got you.
So we're going to have
that's cool.
Have the turtles in the back of the truck, and then I think Cody's going to sit on the side. He's going to open the sliding door and sit there as Michelangelo.
That'd be cool. That'd
and
be
then
cool. Kids will like that.
Yeah, so we've got some candy and stuff to throw out, and but Kaylee is super excited because she's going to get to show off her brand new Supergirl costume that she got
good for her.
from the new James Gunn movie.
Nice.
So she's excited about that, and then Isabel, she's been very secretive, but I think she has made a new Scarlet Witch costume. So she's worked on it all herself.
She had one before. I remember that.
But she's made a completely different costume from what I've gathered. But she didn't get any help. She wanted to do it all on her own. I said, okay. I just had to remind them. I'm like, guys, when you use the spray paint, don't leave it sitting outside.
It doesn't work well. So we got some a few comments here. Like I said, Death Angel said, "Did you actually catch us live?" Yes, sir. You certainly did. John Brooks, our good buddy, he caught one live as well.
Holy smokes!
Well, you've done that before, John, and we appreciate that. So we're glad that you're doing it. Death Angel says, "Snow is a 4-letter word." That is a fact.
Yes, it is.
Facts.
Especially when you work in the grocery business.
Yeah, surfing and shooting. He also said, which is pretty awesome too. I dig that. So yeah. My news, I think you can see behind
You've been busy.
I got a new printer. Yes, I sure did. It is the FlashForge 85X. Very stoked about that. FlashForge, or at least from what I can tell, is a clone of Bamboo.
Basically, yeah.
And that thing on Friday night, or not Friday night, Black Friday. Where the hell? Anyway, on Black Friday sale was like $150 cheaper than what it normally is. So it was a really good deal, and my Ender 3s, I've just outgrown them.
Well, I mean, they were good for what you needed.
They're great for new people.
Well, the Ender 3 is the workhorse. Yeah. I think most everybody started on those.
But this one it is fantastic because it'll do 4 colors, and it's Wi-Fi enabled, and it's auto leveling and all of this nasty stuff that you got to deal with. And it does poop, so it spits out the colors.
Yeah,
but it clears everything, which is great. So I just got a little cup sitting back there.
Yeah.
So what I've decided is I'm going to get some of these silicone. They make these silicone molds. I've seen TikToks and stuff where you can get like skulls or different things, and then you heat up.
The waste
you can heat it up with a heat gun or whatever, and it turns into and it's like a multicolor something. So I'm going to do that. So I'm just keeping them in a little painting cup right behind it now. Unlike the Bamboo where you need to print something to catch it, this just has a chute right in the back, and it's perfect. I just got a little painting cup that came from like Reaper Paints one Christmas when I bought some stuff, and it's just a little plastic cup. You can stick a Solo cup. You can put the Holy Grail back there if you want to.
That would be kind of funny though.
It wouldn't hold a whole lot, just Everlasting Life or whiskey. So one or the other is what it'll hold. But if you but it's really cool. It's really cool. So let me see the coin that I gave you.
I don't know if we should. This
all right. Kids, turn away. What
if we do it this way?
Sure. Wes, your camera.
Okay, we'll do it.
So I gave Wes a challenge coin that I created.
Yes.
So
it says I give 0,
and it's right up. It's right up there. You guys know. You guys know. You know what that is. I don't have to. I don't have to do that. But I do have some at work to give to people that. Well,
Yeah.
So,
I give.
So I've got some of those.
So you actually did have some to give.
I did, but that's it.
That's all
I got. Little
After
plastic,
that,
little
the
plastic piece.
field is barren.
Yeah, the field is barren. I had to create those artificially. They will not grow on their own.
So it's man-made.
Man-made Fs. That's right. That is right. Whiskey, Fireball whiskey. Some Jack Daniels or some Jamesons. Works real well in the Holy Grail. So, just saying. Just saying. Meat Shield J gave it to me for Christmas, or just in general.
Well, I actually saw Meat Shield J the other day.
Yeah.
He did the banners and the stickers for our.
Yeah. Oh, did he get to that?
Yeah, he got that. So, shout out to Meat Shield J for that. They turned out really great. So we were excited about that.
So I also made this, which is a Warhammer Kill Team scoreboard. And it'll hold regular size D6s or small ones, so you can keep track of all your score.
Oh.
Stone Cold Killer Brian made one.
Of course he did.
But his isn't multicolored
or
look like a castle. So
okay, Brian, you're gonna have to up your game now.
Oh, he will. He will. He can't. He can't be outdone. so he'll take care of that. So, but yeah, so that's pretty cool. I've just been tinkering around with it a little bit. I did get 4 multicolored or 4 spools of different colors today.
Yes.
Also bought that on a sale. So, from what I can tell so far, Flash Forge is a really good. It's cool. I like it.
Very good.
I dig it a lot. So now we can produce some 1490 Doom,
yes,
terrain and some other things that I've been wanting to do. Like I've been making bomb models, which I do, and I still owe my boss.
Models now.
Models. Yeah. So I still owe my boss. I still owe my boss one, and this is the nose cone for it, which is neat though because it's got you can tell where I use 3 different partial wheels of filament, which is nice because the old printers I had wouldn't tell you they were out of filament. So they would just keep trying to print with nothing.
Yes.
So it would ruin the print, right? This one stops, pauses, and sends me a text. It's like your print's paused.
See, that's the cool thing about, I guess this may end up being a 3D printing episode. I don't know. But it's cool to see how much things have changed with 3D printing. I mean, I know I started out in resin printing, and just the amount of details you can get now is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the filament printers, oh my gosh.
Well, speaking of while you're talking, I'll switch over to my camera. This is my newest resin print to add to my Greek god collection. This obviously is Medusa.
Shut your eyes.
Yeah, shut your. Wow. So anyway, now that all of our audience has turned to stone.
Well, there goes the comment section. But yeah, it is amazing how much improvement I've seen from like when I got into it a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's kind of like computers were back in like the 90s and early 2000s. Like
just rapidly.
It was just they kept finding ways to make things better.
Yeah.
And what is neat about it is the 3D printing community. There are a lot of people that are in it that are very good, and they're willing to share what they've learned.
It's so cool, and like websites like Thingiverse.
Oh yes,
that's where I found all these models and stuff, and
they're free.
Yeah, and they're free. Yeah, and like. I know my boss doesn't listen to the show, so I'll say it. But then again, he may not. I'll bring it to you anyway, Doug. He one of the first places he worked in our industry is a historical site, and I was plinking around on Thingiverse, and there's a guy that 3D models as a hobby, right? You know, his wife works for the National Park Service at this place.
Okay, and
so he made a model of the building that's part of the National Park Service. And it's a free print, and I'm going to print it. And with this, with the slicer that comes with this, I can type in, I can emboss on it.
Yes.
So I'm going to emboss the name of it, and then I may put his name or something on the bottom of it and give it to him as a Christmas gift. I'm just going to paint it gray, like it's a building. But it's just so cool that you can find that stuff. I mean, if
you're a very talented artist,
yeah. If you think like I don't know if it's out there, man, just look because it probably is.
If not, there are websites that you can go to. There are people that offer their services. Like you can hire somebody. It's like, hey, I want a say this helmet, for example.
Yeah.
Say it didn't exist, and you say, I want a helmet that looked like this. You can actually pay somebody to make you a file.
Yeah.
They'll model it for you, and it's like, so we really are living in time if you can imagine it.
Yeah. Oh, Stone Cold Killer Brian does it. My boss wanted to send a particular model to one of his buddies that was retiring at a different place.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find that one anywhere. And so I told Brian, I said, can you do this? And he was like, yeah. So I sent him, photos off the internet.
What doesn't Brian do anymore?
I have no idea.
He said, I want to be a helicopter pilot. He became a helicopter pilot.
Yeah. He also wanted to forge knives. And he did that for a while until he got bored of that. And
now he's making 3D models.
Now he's making 3D models and kicking my ass at Kill Team.
Well,
so I did win the last time, though. So Death Angel, yes, definitely. You should play games with minis, whether you're playing a war game.
Oh, yeah.
Whether you're playing a tabletop war game or just using it for D&D or just, painting and collecting. It's good to go.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun because we can have the exact same miniature.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And mean different things.
And they can be completely different.
Yeah, because mine are painted, his are not.
Well, this is true.
Unless I paint them for
Hey, at one time I used to have all my minis painted, and I painted for you. Yeah.
Not anymore, though.
Yeah, not anymore. It's been a while.
But as you're talking, you want the yes. This was a popcorn tin from Cinemark.
Yes,
because I went over there from work the day it came out, and I bought it, and they put popcorn in it for me, and I took it back to work and just walked around the cube farm and said, anybody want popcorn? Anybody wants some popcorn? Because I couldn't eat it all. But no, for miniature gaming though, even if you don't have a particular, you can't get like people together to play. There are a bunch of games that you can play solo.
Yes.
Like 1490 Doom, which you can literally pay like $15 or something for the rules, and it's miniature agnostic, and you can create everything. Hell, you can create the terrain with aluminum cans and junk. I mean, it doesn't matter. Me and Wes I've got a board, and we're working on getting some nice things together so we can just play it. But that one, everything seems like BattleTech.
Jason and I, we literally would start out. We had rulers and just you're using pencils and stuff.
The new rules have a solo gaming component. Kill Team has a solo gaming component. There's a bunch of them that are out there that do that. So, you definitely can do that. But
and I know, like you're like me, Chad. Like you'll find miniatures that you like that are just cool.
Yeah, I got one shelf of D&D stuff down here. Like I like Reaper's Sophie, their logo character,
the mascot. Yeah,
their mascot is a succubus. And they will produce different ones of her every year. And I've got several of them, and I've got some in my closet I haven't painted. And they're just really cool because they're like her is steampunk or her is this, whatever.
It's like the Christmas one, the Halloween one.
Yeah. I won an award for a Halloween one that I did. And so that did a little ding to me there. So that's the kind of fun things that I enjoy doing with that sort of stuff.
But see,
But with printing,
3D printing has become so prevalent. You can make your own characters, which we've done. You've got places like Hero Forge, or if you have someone that can model, you can basically, if you can think it, you can make it.
Yep, you can pretty much do it. Yeah.
And printers, they keep getting more and more affordable. More people can get into the hobby. Yep. There's people like Uncle Jesse on Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, Frankly Built. He's another great one. Have gotten a lot of advice from these guys, and they're very willing to share what they've learned. And some of it's, you have to learn trial and error. I know my buddy Josh, I actually gave him an Ender 3 that I was given, and because he was wanting to get into it. And I said, well, here's one, you can try to get started. And he's had just problem after problem after problem. And but it's one of those things he's been learning, and he's looking to get. I actually sent him the link that you showed me. So I think he's thinking about looking at something like that.
Flashboard stuff,
and
that's good.
But it's one of those things. It's like I was able to help somebody helped me. I was able to help somebody, and it just keeps going and going, and you learn tricks, and because I know me and you have talked about. It's like, well, try this layer height or try this temperature. You know, it's because sometimes there is a curve.
There is a difference, yeah.
And you know,
and it. So like those are entry level. Like I'm looking up here because I have 2 Ender 3s up here. By the way, if anybody wants them, I will sell them for $50 a piece, and that's actually a good deal for a start thing. Once you get it tuned in and stuff, it's a workhorse.
But it is one of those things you have to learn.
Yeah, and it's a good thing to learn on. But like this one, you put in what like Sunlu matte filament, and it knows what temperature to run it at, and it does all that kind of stuff. So it is definitely.
How do you like the auto upgrade bed leveling feature?
That's fantastic. It's stupid. It's ridiculous.
Does it not make life so much easier?
Well, because the older ones like those Enders, you physically have to get it level. This you don't have to get it level. You just have to tell it to level, and it will go and touch. So if it's just naturally not level, it will do the math.
Yeah, and it will make it level.
And it will make the nozzle level to it, which is stupid. It's ridiculous. I love it. But so another thing we're kind of thinking about, or I was thinking about today for this episode is, well, it's almost Christmas time.
Yes.
So what cool stuff that's out now can you buy your nerd friend, loved one, you know, worst enemy that hosts the podcast with you, you know, that kind of stuff. You're pretty damn close. You're pretty damn close.
But you're talking about looking for nerd gifts. You know, my sister, she's a big book reader, and we stopped down at now I'm drawing a blank now. This is the fun part.
Fable Hollow.
Fable Hollow. Yes, thank you. And
by the way, you can go back and listen to an episode a couple seasons ago of us at Fable Hollow, which is a pretty cool book.
Which was really neat, but it was one of those I just kind of wanted to go in on a whim. You know, I was like, oh, let's go see what they've got. I hadn't been in a while. And so we pull in, walk in, and there's a lady standing in line, and I'm like, I know her from somewhere. And I got to looking at her, and I'm like, she kind of looks like Shelly.
Bo was in there, yeah.
Bo turns around, and I'm like, oh, there's Bo. So I hadn't seen Bo in about 5 or 6 years.
He was one of our original D&D guys.
Yeah, so it was good to catch up with him, and Julie got her a coffee. You know, we looked around for some Christmas gifts. The girls had a really good time. You know, they thought it was a neat little place. And it's cool when you can get somebody to experience that.
Yeah.
Because they're looking, they're like, oh, there's this. You know, they're like D&D Christmas ornaments and looking at some books and just different things. And they're like, well, she might like this, she might like that. So it's neat. You get to help out a local business. Got to run into a friend, you know.
Yeah. And
it was just a cool experience. That was a cool day.
Well, there's some neat things out there these days.
Oh, gosh.
Compared to... Yeah, and, you know, we talked about the pop stuff last weekend or last episode, but there's so much things out there. You know, there actually are local businesses that will print things for you.
Well, like in-game drip.
In-game drip.
Oh, gosh.
Things like that. They're great. Those are great personalized kind of Christmas things like that. Gaming stuff is always good. I mean, look, if you're a miniature person, a miniature painter, or your loved one is going and picking them up something really cool, just, you know, off the shelf.
Well,
it's a cool thing to do. Yeah,
I know, but you could go to like Sci-Fi City and get a gift card.
Yeah,
I would be like tickled to death.
Yes,
you know.
Yes, you know, when places like Amazon are carrying a lot of Nerd Geek stuff now.
Well, when you go into like places like Walmart and Target,
yeah,
and you see a section that has,
yeah,
you know, we didn't have that growing up.
No. Another idea is like today, Amazon delivered me my 4 spools of filament.
You were just,
I'm like, you know, as a 3D printing guys, like, you know, if you have a 3D printer that you want to buy a gift for, stuff to create with.
Oh gosh,
a bottle of resin, or a spool of filament, cheap, not that expensive,
$20,
but it has endless possibilities for the end user.
Well, and how many times have you got, man, I need another roll of filament, or I need another bottle of resin.
Just a crazy color. Give me just a crazy color.
One of my favorite colors was, I had a translucent red.
Yeah.
I printed a lot of stuff in it, and it was just neat. I had translucent green. I mean, they've got, it's come so far from where you had like gray and black and tan.
My resin, all I buy is gray because I paint everything. But for this printer, for the FDM printer, I do like different colors because this one will.
Well, I was saying it helps having a multicolor system.
It's so easy, dude. Again, it's like a 3D print episode. It's so easy on this thing. You just go in and paint. Just touch what colors you want on the thing, and it will do it. It's like ridiculous, but you know what I'm saying. It's just. Let's see what we got over here. Oh yeah. John says he's taking long drives just to go to Sci-Fi. Man, we've had some good games at Sci-Fi, have we not? But yes, you can't leave there empty-handed. Absolutely, Harbor Freight. Yes.
As a cosplayer, Harbor Freight is great.
Hey, Death Angel shout, no joke. I bought the kit. They're worth it. I bought the kit, the smaller kit, airbrush kit, and my the airbrush eventually kind of wore out. But the air compressor that was in it, I still use it. And then I just went down to Harbor Freight and bought the upgraded airbrush itself. They're good. They're very, very good. I've done all of this stuff that I've done. I've used that stuff airbrush for. So if you're looking at getting one, man,
well, it's a great entry level too. If you don't want to spend,
dude,
like a couple $100 on like some high end.
It works just as good. I can tone it down. I can.
But you know what I'm saying is like you can go into a hobby store.
Oh yeah.
And you know they've got. I've seen some. You know, just the brush is $250.
Yeah, and I don't need that. I mean, I even use it on Warhammer miniatures and D&D miniatures and Star Wars Legion stuff. I use it on that, you know, mainly for top coats or not for top coats, but for priming, primary colors and some shadow and things like that. And that's a great tool. And I think you can get it at Harbor Freight for less than $150 or something. I don't know. I mean, it's well worth it.
I was about to say usually about $100.
I'm going to upgrade my compressor at some point because they have one that goes with it, and it looks like a big black guitar amp or something, but you can run two airbrushes on it at the same time.
Oh,
so it has two outlets. So you could get two brushes and have them set up at different air pressures if you want.
I wonder if I could set my 26-gallon air compressor up.
It would work. Might turn it into it might blow the needle out of it if you had it up too high.
I actually have a automotive spray gun.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. Of course you do. Of course you do. But no joke, like you know, it is buying. I think that nerds are easier to buy for because you could just get. Well, I mean, like my brother, man. I never have trouble finding something from
Star Wars,
Jay, man. Just all kinds of different stuff, man. It's just easy, and I know you're going to watch this, Jay. I know you are, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. But I did get you something cool.
what it is.
He does because he sees it. It's sitting over here.
Yeah.
So he sees it.
And now he's going to come by and just have to. I just happen to be in the neighborhood.
No, you don't. Liar.
But it's one of those things like it can be something as simple as a tube of dice, a T-shirt, a book, a mini. I mean, there's so many things.
Gift cards to places like CM Games or Sci-Fi City
or Legion,
or Hobbytown, Legion Tabletop here in Knoxville, or the places where you live, because I know we have people all over the world that listen to the show.
But I mean, something like that, because I can remember. Okay, this is going to be funny, but I can remember when I got my first Captain America shirt, and there was some little place in the mall that sold just kind of off the wall stuff. And it was the only one, you know, you couldn't go into like Walmart or Kmart or Target and just buy them off the shelf like you can now. And I remember that being like so cool because I was like, I've got a Captain America shirt. You know, now your grandpa's running around in a Captain America shirt or a Batman shirt, you know, something like that, which is cool. But like, I remember one time Julie and I were in a Target and they had Dungeons and Dragons t-shirts. And she's like, I want one. Well, okay, we'll get it. You know.
Do you remember, because I used to have the bumper stickers and stuff on my D&D book, and I can't remember the name of
Jinx.com.
Jinx.com.
Rest in peace, Jinx.com.
It was like
that was the nerd.
The OG.
Yes.
Like the only place where you could get anything back then.
Well, I mean,
any of y'all remember that? Jinx.com, man?
I've got a couple of t-shirts from Jinx. I know we had, you know, the bumper stickers like choose your weapon or, you know, something like that. But that was like the first like online, like D&D nerd kind of store that I can remember.
Yep.
Where you could actually find stuff or something. Because I know, was it you that got us the bags of holding?
Yeah.
For Christmas.
Yes.
I still have that. You know, and
Yep.
it's just a little tote bag that you know it says my bag of holding on it, and we put our D&D books in and used it. But yeah, that was one of those things, and I want to say that they went out of business a couple of years ago.
Well, now you can get it anywhere.
But yeah, but
at
it
the
was
time it was it was very simple. It was like black and white stuff. You know,
but it was so cool because it did not exist.
Well, those type of special things, I think, are good gift ideas for the nerd in your life. Because
that or an 80 by 120 garage.
Well, yeah, there is that.
You know, that
there is that.
You know, if somebody wants to get me one of those, I'm an 80 by 120 garage.
Yeah, he is that size.
Yes,
so we'll take that. You know, like I believe it was last year, sitting right over there. My brother Michelle J on his FDM printer, and it came out really good. He went to Hero Forge and made Lagar, my all-time old school character from back in the day with us, and he printed it in I think it's like 9th scale. It looks like it's about 9th scale.
Yeah.
And painted it up for me, gave it to me for Christmas. And I'm like, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Because that meant a lot to me because he's heard the stories and all that kind of stuff. So he went and created that online. Bought the file, printed it off himself, and painted it up himself. He did a fantastic job, and it sits over there on my D&D statue shelf, and that meant a lot to me. And you know, and that's not something that costs a whole lot.
Oh Lord,
but
no.
it is a
I mean, for
it
like
is a meaningful
$7-8 you can buy the file, and then if you've already got the printer, I mean, if you're like us, you've got filament and resin laying around that you're just like, I need to use this before it goes bad.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. A lot of talking in the chat, which is awesome.
Yeah,
they're talking
awesome,
talking about gigaparts, and I think it's a store in it. Yeah, and in ham radio. Surprise fact! Surprise fact! I got my novice and tech ham radio license in middle school.
Yes.
Now it's expired, and I don't do it anymore. But I did in middle school, so that's pretty cool.
Well, I can remember going to Radio Shack and getting stuff.
Yeah.
God, I miss Radio Shack.
Yeah. You know what? And this is, I'm sure the statute of limitations is gone on this.
But
he's
going to tell himself.
But back in the day, those portable ham radios that you could use when you were a tech, 2 meters, I think is what they back home.
Yes.
Do you remember this?
I know this story. I believe
you could tune it. You could tune it in to the speaker at McDonald's. You could.
This is true story.
You could talk like you were the people in McDonald's to people in the car line. Not to say that I ever did it. Just saying that it is possible that you could actually do it. Just saying.
The science says it will work.
It apparently is a thing that could happen. We're just going to leave it at that.
We're going to knock on the door from the FCC.
Statute of limitations are gone on that big guy. But I didn't say I did it. I'm just saying
you didn't.
I'm just saying it could be done. In 1990, whatever, 2 or God, probably earlier than that.
Probably 90, 91, somewhere in there.
A long time ago.
But yeah, funny little thing. Yes, I wear my
Star Wars shirt, from Tech.
From Tennessee Tech, My sister got me that. But, I mean, that was a Christmas gift when you're...
well, it was your alma mater.
Yes.
And it's Star Wars. That's awesome.
We're both alumnus from Tennessee Tech, and she was in Cookeville one day and stopped by the campus bookstore, and she knows I'm a big Star Wars fan.
And it was like for a Star Wars night or something at a game? Probably.
Something like that, I think, and so she's like, I'm gonna get that for you, and she said, I saw that, and I'm like, yeah, Bubba's gonna want that, and so she got that for me, and
that's pretty awesome.
But it was just funny that we're talking about that, and here I am with my.
Yep, that's awesome. Yes.
So I mean, it really is that simple, folks. If you're looking for, the nerd, geek, dork gift to give, just anything like that's cool.
Yeah,
it could be, D&D, it could be Star Wars, it could be whatever.
Yeah. Could be a Nerdy Old Men podcast t-shirt.
Hey!
Or a hat.
Yeah, what'd I say? Shout out to Angry Lemonade for those.
Or the comic book.
They are still some available.
We never do this. We probably should. But we do have a Teespring store, and the link is in all of the descriptions.
Yes.
So you could click on that and pick up a t-shirt.
And they'll ship
us.
worldwide, worldwide.
Yes, and there's some other things in there.
We need to go in and update some
Yeah,
new stuff.
if you actually go and you look at something and the price looks like it's stupid, send us a message because we can go and adjust that.
I know I was playing around
because
one day.
sometimes they auto adjust our prices for us without letting us know.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to do that. So most of the time we like to mark it down where it's like almost at cost.
Yeah.
So let us know if you do find something on that. Shoot us a message before you actually purchase it and let us know, because we'll go in and adjust that price.
Because the last time I was messing around with that, I was trying to. I know Jay's probably going to watch this, but our buddy Tim Rutger had made a Meat Shield J graphic.
It's great. He saw it.
Yeah.
I sent it to him.
Okay,
yeah, it's fantastic.
Okay,
he wants something with that on it.
I was trying to put that on a T-shirt.
That's awesome.
Where it was just Jay on a T-shirt. And it wouldn't. The program wasn't taking the file. It wouldn't make it the size that I wanted it.
Right.
Because I was wanting like a
big,
full
yeah.
And because it's a full head to toe picture that Tim did, which is great.
Yeah,
it says Meat Shield J on it. And I was like, that would be hilarious. And I've got to figure out how to get it to do it the way I want it to. But we thought about coming up with some new stuff,
Yeah. So
if producer Abby had ever come back, we might do a producer Abby.
So seriously,
shirt.
if anybody out there wants to look at something and pick up something with our logo on it, there are options. You can see us at anything that we're at.
Yes.
Wes still has quite a few T-shirts, and I think a couple of hats or something. We have plenty of the Prometheus and Chains special edition cover that we're on from Rich Davis's comic about his interpretation of Frankenstein. It's a very dark story, wonderful story,
but it's got a great cover,
and the cover with us on it is fantastic. But we can get you those. We can sign those for you. Next time we see Rich, we can get him to autograph some of them for us too. So we can get those for you too. The Teespring store has a bunch of different stuff with our logos on it.
Yeah. So if you want cups,
different
logos,
and stuff like that. Just about all of those logos were courtesy of Tim Rucker. And we loved him for that. So look at that stuff. Again, if there's something on there that you want, reach out and let us know so that we can make sure the price is as low as possible for you. Because, again, I said it a minute ago, they tend to like to adjust our prices for us. And I don't know if that's just I don't know, but I don't want them to do it. So we'll knock it down to just about cost.
Pretty much.
And because all the profits go to hosting the show and things like that. So it's
we've not hit that Joe Rogan money yet.
No. I mean, I got a better voice than Joe, but it just doesn't matter.
Well, I'm prettier than Joe, so put us together and we might actually have a podcast host.
You guys are having your own conversation in the chat,
but that's awesome.
Which is fantastic. I love it.
I love the community building going on over
it's
there, guys.
Fantastic. It's fantastic. So, but anyway, so you found some. Don't say it because your girls might listen to the show, but you found some neat nerd gifts for the kiddos.
I have some not so nerdy, but could be considered nerdy because of what they are, with different things. But it's great though because like with Isabel, she is such a voracious reader that anytime there's like some kind of new fantasy book series that we want to try to get her into, dude, you're leading me
right into something that's another.
That's my job.
Great. Yes, it is. The great thing that you could do on a budget that means something for people is go to a used bookstore like McKay here. In McKay's, there's like 5 or 6 locations, whatever. They're all over the place in the southeast United States. But like these Harry Potter books I got over here. If you know what you're looking for, you can go in and find first editions of these books. I'm a big Anne Rice fan. That whole line over there is first edition, first printings of the Vampire Chronicles, and all I need is the Vampire Lestat. That's the last one I need. And I found one, but it wasn't the first. Wasn't first printing. It was a first edition, but not a first printing. I want to hold out till I get that one. But those are options, and all you got to do is go and look. And to me, that means something more because that's somebody taking the time to go and look for a specific thing that means something.
Well, and I know also like our friends over at Jumpmaster Press, they've got some really nice, like it's like, I think the black and white series is what they're calling it or something like that.
Yes, where it's black paper with white lettering. I want the Dracula so bad. I just got to order it because I actually did send them a message and talk to the guys about it. I just need to do it. But yeah, if you want something unique, and they do a lot of classic books, not all horror books, but classic books, and they're bound really nice. They're nice.
They are nice books.
Nice. Jumpmaster Press.
Yes.
Not a sponsor of the show, but a gigantic friend of ours.
Yeah, friends of ours, and we want to help them out. And
that they need it.
I know they're doing good on their own.
But if you want something unique,
that is I've seen really those cool books. They are sweet.
Yeah, they're really pretty. Very pretty books.
So, but that's something that's different. And like, I like books. I've got a lot of books. Being the history guy, I've got some really nice leather bound books. Some classics, but I'm like, I might have to find me another place on the shelf to.
Yeah, well, you can see I've got my Cormac McCarthy collection, my Anne Rice collection is building up.
And this is another little thing. This kind of goes back to the 3D printing, but the gift giving. There's some different. I'll have to put links in the show description, but there's some places online. It's a lot of independent creators like on Instagram and stuff. Well, they'll make like book nooks.
Oh yeah, and there's some model kit book nooks as well.
Yeah, and it can be like a dragon coming out.
Yes.
I've seen some where it was for Game of Thrones, and they had printed the dragon with fire breath coming out, and it's got a lead that goes under, so you put it on the edge of the bookshelf.
Yeah,
so it looks like the dragon is flying and pushing the books.
That's so cool. That's so.
So
cool.
I mean, but that's something. Going back to 3D printing, if you've got a 3D printer, you can find these files. Most of them are for free. Some of them are paid files. But that's something that you can make. And if it's something that I know that do you like, I've seen like some Harry Potter ones I've thought about getting for Isabel because she's a big Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
Kaylee, really into the Hunger Games. So things that I could print, one year we got... Isabel a light switch cover. It was Hogwarts.
That's cool.
And she was tickled to death with it.
Yeah, because it means something. It's something. Yeah, and that's cool.
But it's part of a fandom that she enjoys, and I'm so happy that they're little nerd girls. I've done well.
They couldn't help it.
Well,
it's in their genetics. But you know what, man? That's awesome, and
the chat is what's got me. I'm sitting here watching it.
To go back to the chat,
nuts.
Yeah, to go back to the chat real quick before we get done. Michelle is laughing about the normies, which is apparently what non-ham radio people are called, which is cool. So let's see. John said that used bookstores are fantastic. He got an entire Elric saga in great condition in a small store in Lebanon, Tennessee. Hey,
nice.
That's freaking awesome. Death Angel is reading Dragonlance Chronicles now.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
Do not listen to the audiobooks. The narrator is no good. I tried to do that. It's no good. Just read them. You never read them back in the day. Yeah, they're fantastic.
That was a gateway drug right there.
Yes. Yeah. Well, no. If you're gonna read, you got it new, but probably a collection altogether was. Yeah. So, Faroon fan, yes sir.
Oh,
yes
yeah.
sir. Yep. Gotta love Faroon.
Yeah. I like to say Faroon, but
Faroon, whatever. Gotta be freaking different, man. No, you know what, fellas? Think, man. All y'all and there's a bunch. And you had your whole conversation. Continue the conversation in there, I guess, for as long as it lasts. I don't know, but
I don't know. But this was good. I'm sitting here watching it, just the whole show, and it just kept going and going and going. And guys, that was great. We really appreciate that.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for tuning in with us again this morning. If you're tuning in later and listen to us on our audio only, we appreciate you. Go and subscribe to our YouTube
Like,
channel,
share,
because
subscribe.
again, if everybody that listens to us on audio would just hit subscribe on YouTube, we'd have a crap ton of subscribers. So we would appreciate if you do that.
But we appreciate y'all listening.
Yeah,
We
thank
really
you
do.
so much. I was surprised at the number of people that listened to us or watched us on the Friday morning. So
Hey.
we get to it when we get to it. So till next time, this is the Old Bald Man Chad with Redneck Wes.
Yeehaw.
And remember,
That's
our
the last
field
one
is
we had.
barren.